Hello and welcome to the Pulse of Spokane. I'm your host, Ryan Meza, and I'm joined with a very special guest with me today. I'm joined with Jane Ruddis from Elevations. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, I'm so excited to dive into this interview with you. You've done such amazing work. You've worked in the nonprofit sector since 2004 and did volunteer services 5 years before that. So you're definitely such an amazing woman, and you're doing great work over at Elevations as the executive director. And I just wanted to dive into that and see what Elevation is doing right now.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for your kind words, too. So Elevations, what we do is we provide funding for children with special needs to receive therapy services and home therapy equipment. We're a stopgap to help kids to not fall through the cracks. Mm-hmm. So we cover things that insurance doesn't cover. And also we help with limited insurance benefits. So we can help with copays, deductibles, all those out-of-pocket expenses that really add up for families, and that was preventing children from getting the therapy that they needed when they needed it. And so that's why we were founded.
Yeah, that's amazing. You guys started up in 2012, I believe?
2012, and we did our first funding cycle at the end of 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing work.
Yeah.
And I know you guys kind of do not want these children to be untreated, so you guys kind of help navigate healthcare systems and be able to give resources to these families as well. One of these things with nonprofit organizations and doing service as you are, I always wonder what people's why is. And so I just want to ask you, what's your why? What makes you attracted to Elevation and working with these children?
You know, a lot of people in the profit sector got there through personal experience, and I'm no different. And a lot of donors contribute to nonprofits because they understand what the cause is and what they, what the needs are. And so when my children, I had two children that went through some medical issues. They both had cancer, and so they went through lots of treatment. Yeah. So I know what it's like to be a parent and trying to navigate getting your child what they need, and also the stress and the financial burden that this has on families. You know, we don't even think about, there are the healthcare costs, there are the out-of-pocket expenses that go directly to those healthcare costs, but there are a lot of other expenses, just even traveling and gas time and, specialized equipment. I had a family that had two children that had special needs, and they said, you go to buy something to help that child, and it's a $25 item, and that may not seem like a lot, but then it doesn't work, and then you have to go and buy something else and something else, and they all add up. So I know what it's like to be a parent that has children with needs.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that, but you definitely know what these families are going through and the impact that you guys can make on these children's lives. So thank you so much.
Well, and it doesn't just impact the child, it impacts the whole family. We had one family that we provided a special chair for their son, and she said it completely changed the dynamic of their outings, and she was able to take them to the grocery store and do things that they couldn't do before. Yeah. So it really changes that as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And having some type of normalcy. And I know, I like this saying, it's not, if it is like a physical or mental, it's not a disability. It's more of you have to work a little harder than the other person. It's not seen as a disability. It's more of like an encouragement to work harder. And so I definitely know what you're talking about. And I know that you guys are having an event coming up soon called Ghost Ball, and hopefully being able to fundraise and be able to provide resources for children and families. So can you tell me a little bit more about that event you guys are hosting?
Yeah, we're really excited. This is our 9th year for Ghost Ball. And like everyone else, we're pivoting to a virtual event. I think one of the things I've been thinking about lately is we're learning how to dance in the rain during this COVID, right?
Exactly.
And so we're really excited to put on a great program and really showcase what we're doing. We have some silent auction items. We have some amazing live auction items. And all the information can be found at ghostball.org. And there's no cost to join this year.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
'cause it's
so
virtual.
that's right.
Exactly.
So you can just join in the fun. And we need a little fun right now.
Exactly.
And one of the things that we try to do at Elevations is have fun while, we don't have to be so serious while we're doing very serious work. So
Yeah, kind of just creating that fun environment and making people feel comfortable in a safe space. Most definitely.
Right, and we all need a break, right? I mean, release some stress.
Yeah.
Put on a funny costume and...
Right, go outside.
Yeah.
I know, it's so important just to go out and have that human interaction that we've been missing out on for so long.
Or even just click online, right?
Yeah, definitely,
but
from the comfort of your own home.
Yes, get your whole family together and
Yes.
maybe your pod, your circle, and have some fun.
And when is this event being held?
So the live event is October 24th. The waiting room will open at 6 p.m. The live event starts at 7. The silent auction people can view auction items now, and we're constantly updating them because we're still getting things in. And but that is going to open for bidding on Wednesday, October 21st at 8 a.m. And that will close right before the silent auction on Saturday. Right before the live event on Saturday.
Gotcha.
And then the live event, and we'll have, we've got some amazing live auction items. Mark Peterson from KXLY is our MC, so he'll be there.
Great.
He's
guy.
always fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
I worked over at KXLY for a little bit.
Oh, did
so
you?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
That's definitely fun. That's going to be a really fun, energetic
Yeah.
environment then.
Yes, we're going
Most
to have a
definitely.
great
And
time.
I know just during COVID, it's a little difficult. Like a lot of people lost their jobs. And
Right.
what's your comfort level with asking for donations or to fundraise for an event like this?
And it's been, it's one of those fine lines that we need to walk. One of the things that a lot of restaurants have been big supporters of us in the past. And what we've been doing is encouraging those who are still working, that are still doing okay, to actually go and purchase restaurant coupons and restaurant certificates and donate them that way, rather
that's
than
smart.
going to the businesses. So we've been doing a lot of that where we're encouraging our board is just amazing, and some volunteers to really, step up and support our local
Yeah, and
businesses
give
too.
back a little,
Right.
yeah.
And the other thing too is with Christmas coming, people are still going to be buying gifts. So you can get some amazing things at a charity auction that to use for Christmas presents, and you're supporting local businesses, you're supporting a local charity, and you're getting some great things for yourself.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very smart. I love that idea. I know, because I know we were talking earlier just about like fundraising and being able to donate and being able to like create these funds for people in need of it. So I love that idea.
Well, and the other thing too is there are some businesses that have been hit harder than others. And there are some that are, some of our supporters are still with us and they're doing okay. So,
And then with the work that you guys do in providing resources for these children and for these families, do you see like a specific need that these families need, or does it just vary from children to children?
It varies. Every child is unique and different, obviously, and every insurance company is unique. So some insurance companies will cover one thing. We had one family that their insurance was covering the therapy, and their employer switched insurance companies, and then that was no longer covered. And so the family was like, we can't pay out of pocket for this. So Elevations was able to step in and help.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing work.
Yeah,
so
there's
Ghost Ball is a
different-
big fund for doing that
Yes.
for families.
It's our largest fundraiser that we do, and we really rely on it. We do 2 funding cycles a year, in the spring and the fall.
Okay.
So we are right now accepting applications too for grant funding for kids. And that closes on October 21st, and then we'll be funding on November 6th, I believe. And, you know, the amount of money that we're going to be able to fund these grant it is going to be tied to what we can raise at Ghost Ball. So
Yeah.
it's very important that if people can support, I mean, $5, $10, anything helps.
Anything helps.
It all adds up.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Jinx, you took the
Yeah.
words out of my mouth. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Marianne, for joining me today and putting on this event. You guys are doing amazing work, and I hope the best for you guys going forward.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank
So,
you.
Okay.
Ghost Ball, go ahead and get your tickets for October 24th. Thank you for joining us today on the Pulse of Spokane. I'm your host, Ryan Meza. Have a great day.
Buying a car at Wendell Nissan really is a piece of cake. Use our online tool and do everything before you arrive, even the financing. Go to wendellnissan.com and be in your new car in no time. It's a piece of cake.
When we opened the doors the first day, we started with a counter full of maybe a dozen selections of a dozen cupcakes. We sold out, and it just went crazy from there. I'm Sally. I run Sweet Frosting's Blissful Bake Shop in downtown Spokane. It's almost 40 years of baking for me. We now do between 1,000 and 2,000 cupcakes a day. The variety of cupcakes is kind of like the variety of services that STCU provides for us. Since we opened this site in 2014, they've been our banker. We are producing for 4 stores right here, so we have 35 to 40 employees at any one time. There's an STCU close to virtually every one of my stores, and every time I get a new employee, that's the first place we send them. STCU is such a good fit. It's just so convenient for me to have them as neighbors. They are always so pleasant and always so helpful, and we have a lot of little needs. They've always been behind me 100%, so it's a good thing to have that partnership.
Here at River Ridge Hardware, we carry a great selection of Krylon brand spray paints, Color Master, general purpose, the Rust Protector for taking care of metal, Fusion for taking care of plastics, and the Super Max that can take care of it all.
Weather in the inland Northwest can wear you down. And if your gutters are in poor condition or you do not have gutters, you could suffer damage that could cost a fortune to fix. Rainman Seamless Rain Gutters has almost 30 years of professional experience in serving the inland Northwest region and strives to ensure customer service that is second to none, from the time you call to the end of the project.
Are you ready for a different kind of mask? Join Elevations virtually for our 9th annual Ghost Ball on October 24th and get dressed up for a great cause. The proceeds from Ghost Ball will directly benefit children with special needs by providing funding for therapy and home therapy equipment to help kids reach their full potential. Our silent auction will open for bidding Wednesday, October 21st at 8 a.m. and run until 6:45 p.m. on Saturday, October 24th, just before the live event begins. Join us for some fun while also supporting kids in need and win a few amazing auction items at the same time. We may not be able to celebrate Halloween in person, but we can still have fun from the comfort of our homes. Details can be found at ghostball.org or the Elevations Foundation Facebook page.
Thanks for watching. Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or check out any of our other programs on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com. Sponsored by Local 29 Firefighters Union, Well Dressed Walrus, and Homes for You.